What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the CultureVerse podcast. Today, we are doing a wrap up of the year of 2025. We will be covering multiple categories that Caleb's got ready for us here. He did the work of picking 20 different categories here. We picked movies from 2025 to fit them. And then we will end the episode with giving our top 10 of the year and our bottom 10 of the year. So, without further ado, fellas, let's get into our 2025 wrapped, as Spotify would call it. So, Caleb's stretching, Caleb's ready. All right. With the first category, we have the biggest disappointment. How do we want to go in terms of order? And I'm assuming we'll just stick with the order the entire time. We'll just go.
The classic game, just rattle them
All
off.
right, all right.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
Caleb's first, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
You got to do it one last time. We'll go Caleb, me, Tyler, Jack. That's the order.
Yep. Perfect.
All
Okay.
right. You're
Well,
up, Caleb.
so this was actually kind of, I don't know if you guys, this was probably like the hardest category for me. Trying to find the
No,
biggest
This was
disappointment.
very easy.
this was really easy.
Okay.
Really
All
easy.
right. Understandable. I
I'm
think this
guessing
was,
Gabe and I have the same one.
I think this was hard for me
Maybe.
because I had, maybe it's actually bad. It's probably because I had so many options. Like when I was doing these, I would like whittle down to like, what could it be?
Mm.
And I had like eight in this category. I was like, oh, that's not good. But the one I saw on, I kept thinking like I was so excited for this movie when the reviews came out initially. I was like, there's no way, right? Like, come on, please. It's Hurry Up Tomorrow. That movie was the weekend movie.
Yeah, I
Oh, that
recall.
Were you
movie
the only
looks
one that saw
stupid.
that?
Yeah, I
Or did
think
Gabe
so.
see it?
I I saw the reviews and I was like, they're saying this is the worst movie ever.
I saw the trailer and I was like, nope, we're not there.
I also
I
thought the
love
trailer was
Agree,
kind of
Tyler.
stupid. Yeah.
I love the album, and Trey Edward Schultz, who directed it, did Waves, which is one of my favorite movies ever. I was like, what could go wrong? And then it was
Everything.
just complete. It was just completely style over substance. Nothing actually happened in the movie, and The Weeknd is a bad actor. A lot of good things that don't lead to a good movie. So
What a shocker. All right. Biggest disappointment for me. This sucked because I was really excited for this one, given the fact that it was a part of a franchise that I've liked for a long time, and I was really excited to see this movie. And that would be Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I really like the first one, and I like the second one a lot. And the third one is just, it's frankly terrible. It really is. It takes everything that's fun in the first two and just lights it on fire. And then in the process with the third one, they just like, they show you the legacy characters that have been in the first two, and they're just like essentially passing the torch down to the new young kids. And the old ones are just there to literally be there and be like, yeah, we're done. We're not going to do these anymore. And then the plot twist made me, I almost got up and left the theater. So yeah, that pissed me off, frankly. Tyler, you're up.
Yeah, mine also comes from a franchise that I also very much enjoyed, but it's got to be Jurassic World Rebirth. You know, going in with that big cast and a lot of money, you think it would have been good, but there was very minimum good things about that movie.
That was my honorable mention, Tyler. I was very close to picking that. However, I went with the movie that had one of the best trailers I've seen in a couple of the last few years, and then was one of the worst movies of the entire year for me, and that was 28 Years Later. Just completely flopped for me. Even if you thought it was like a two and a half, the trailer looked like a freaking four and a half, five-star movie. The trailer looked amazing. So that's that for me.
Jack, that was
yep.
absolutely in my running because, like you said,
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna pick.
that
Not
trailer
mine.
was crazy. That trailer was insane.
they're
Caleb, you
fine.
were gonna say something?
I was gonna say that's a bad take.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
On to the next one, which is the opposite here. This is biggest surprise of the year. Caleb, what do you got?
This is easy. This is the easiest one I did all year. It's broke. Not even close, really. The fact that Gabe and I watched that, it was the nothing burger of a movie basically at the time. Like what there was 45 reviews on it when we watched it.
Mhm.
A
Um,
nothing burger.
and it turned out to be like just outside my top 10 and my top 15. One of the most fun experiences. We got to interview the director of the movie. Like how that was such a cool moment for the podcast, for just seeing the movie in general.
Mhm.
100% the biggest surprise for this year.
Caleb, that's a really good pick. It was in my top three. I had three, and it was my top three. But my number one was the Phoenician Scheme. I went into that movie
Mm.
having no idea what I was gonna get. I honestly thought it looked kind of dumb, but I was like, I don't know. I've heard it's all right. I think it looks funny enough, and the cast is good. And I just knew nothing. And when I walked out of that theater, I was like, that was shockingly great. Like I really enjoyed it. The humor caught me so off guard. and it made me a bigger fan of Benicio del Toro, who I've always enjoyed, but that movie I was like, okay, he's like elite apparently. So yeah, that one easily was my biggest surprise in terms of just having no idea what to expect. With Broke, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, Caleb, but you knew what it was. You knew it was a Western, a modern Western, and but like Phoenician Scheme, I was like, what could this possibly be about? And it turned out good.
No, I remember when we did our review for that movie being I was shocked myself at how much you liked it. So
Yeah.
uh, yeah, definitely that's fair.
All right, my most surprised movie of the year, it was Companion. I did not expect to
Mm.
enjoy that movie as much as I did. Obviously I went for Jack Quaid, but there was other aspects that really stole the show.
Fair, fair.
Tyler, mine was Companion. That was
Yeah.
my biggest surprise of the year. However, since you just talked about that, my honorable mention, I'm so proud to say, was Superman, by the way.
Nice.
Shouldn't have been
Because,
a surprise, but
hey,
He was low on it. He was
He
Oh, I
low
know he
on
was.
I
was.
didn't, I thought it was going to be mid or I wasn't going to like it and ended up really liking it. So that's a happy thing, man.
it. That
I'm
is a
glad about
happy, is
that.
a happy accident. All right. Third category. This one's gonna be fun. Most boring movie.
Well,
Caleb, I hope we have the same one for this.
we 100% don't because I was the only one that saw this movie.
Damn it.
So I'll say it just flat out, and I'll give you my honorable mention. My one I picked for this was Ephus. It was that baseball movie. I
Hmm.
remember me watching that movie.
I've heard it's
It has good reviews. Gobsmackingly boring. Nothing happens at all.
Gobsmackingly boring.
They're just
He's got some great words today.
Here's the premise. They just play baseball. It's just dudes playing baseball.
that's already boring.
Congrats. Yeah, that's the most boring sport of all time.
It's
So
You just
and it's a
proved our
movie.
point. Baseball's
It's
boring.
but you gotta do something fun. There's nothing cool that happens in the baseball game. Nothing happens.
yeah, that's
Anyways,
how it goes.
what I would say for second
Wait
was
till you guys hear about soccer.
Hey, soccer. It
Actually,
depends on the
I'll
level.
give him that
It
for the
depends
most
on the
part.
level of soccer.
All of them.
I want to say the one that you guys will probably know more that the Smashing Machine was almost my pick. I think Gabe were we the only ones that saw it.
Yes,
Tyler, I remember you maybe were thinking about seeing it. Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
didn't see it.
I
That one I
understand that
thought
though.
was really pretty boring, but I know you at least you two have heard of that movie at
Yep.
least.
Yeah. Um, Caleb, I will say just to back you up on that one, I actually heard that it was quite boring. So I don't think you're the only one that thinks that by any means. I went with The Electric State. That movie had the least amount of charm I've ever seen from a film. Like I was just sitting
Um,
there begging for it to be over. Like it was so uneventful. Everything that was happening was just like the actors trying their hardest to deliver just garbage dialogue, and you were just sitting there like checking the clock, hoping that the runtime was almost up. So, Russo brothers, please, God, stay away from anything that's not Marvel.
I already know I'm gonna get some slack for this one.
Oh,
Uh,
Okay.
Jack, you might agree with me. The most boring movie for me was Mickey 17. That movie was it was tough to get through. That movie was not it.
that is insane.
hey, you're
It
getting
was
slack
slow.
for that, buddy.
That's insane. I can understand not
Slack,
liking
slack,
it, but
slack.
boring is shocking to me.
We did go at like what would we go like a 10:50 p.m. showing
It
for
It
that?
was
was
it
late,
was
man.
super late. Yes.
I don't
That probably
sleep.
didn't help.
Yeah. No.
Well, Caleb, the reason I mentioned you is because you and I are the only two that saw this movie, and we actually saw it together. And that was Keeper, in which literally nothing happened for like 90% of the movie.
That's actually fair.
I figured that was a lock for you, but it was so boring you actually I think forgot about it maybe.
No, it was just more bad, honestly, than good, than boring. It was just like, and the ending is actually kind of eventful, I would say.
The ending, you have to wait for an hour and a half before that happens, though.
Nothing happens in Ephus.
That's fair. That's fair. I didn't even see it. So, but yeah,
Uh,
I Keeper gave
that's
just
actually,
gave me absolutely nothing.
yeah, that's fine.
All right. Fourth category is the fastest paced movie.
Yeah, I almost didn't put this because we were the ones last too. In the Lost Lands,
I almost picked that too.
I had to pick it. I was like, I almost picked something else. And I was like, I saw it. I was scrolling. I was like, oh my god, that's the worst. That movie is so bad for pacing. It's about what is it? A 2 hour movie.
Uh, yes, it
I
was.
don't think there's a stop in the dialogue or a shot that
No, it's
hangs
constant.
a single second.
Yeah,
It's constant music, constant, and
yeah,
it's so bad.
yeah.
Oh my god, the pacing is horrendous. It's so fast. It's too fast. I was almost gonna put Marty Supreme. I don't want to spoil any of your picks because it is really fast, but Yeah, In the Lost Lands was had to be.
That's valid. Caleb, you just spoiled my pick. I
Oh
was Marty
yes.
Supreme. Because in this case, fast pace is a good thing. It's not a
Yeah,
bad fast paced movie, but that movie is just you're constantly doing something. So that one was pretty easy for me. But Caleb, I stopped and looked at The Lost Lands for a good 2 minutes and just thought, is that the? But I landed on it's not the fastest. It's the worst paced movie I've ever seen.
that's actually fair.
Keeping the train going, I also got Marty Supreme on my list
There
for
we
the
go.
Well,
fastest pace.
sorry, I didn't mean to
This dude,
spoil it.
Caleb.
Come on, Jack.
No, my honorable mention was Marty Supreme, but
Yay.
Typical.
my actual pick was kind of a default here. It was The Running Man, which
Pun
that
intended, or
genuinely was what it was. So yeah, kind of pun intended, but that was the only purpose of the entire movie was to be fast paced. So I mean, the
Okay,
game starts in like the first 10 minutes.
that's true.
All right, fifth on the other side, slowest paced movie.
Well, Gabe, you mentioned it already, but yeah, the electric state slops in here for me, and it's because it is so boring. So you're not definitely wrong. It's just it's hard for me to say it was the most boring. It's just like nothing really. Some stuff is happening. It's just happening so slow.
Mhm.
Like, oh my god, it was really hard to get through it. By the end, I was like, please just finish this movie. I'm begging you.
Yeah. I went with Way of Water, not in a bad way, but this is the first Avatar movie where I genuinely felt the runtime. I think this one is way too long, frankly, and I think it feels long. But like I said, that isn't necessarily in a bad way. Like it's the same way I did Fastest. It's not a bad thing that it's slowly paced, but this is the one where I'd watched all three of these within like a 2 week span, and the first two I never once felt like it was going slow. So Way of Water, I felt it. I did.
all right, this is a one that is not a good thing when it comes to the slow pacing, and it was also my most disappointing movie of the year. We got Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Rebirth. It takes you forever to get to the island, and then when you get to the island, it takes forever for anything to even happen.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, that's fair.
For me, this actually wasn't a bad thing for me. Keeper was my honorable mention, but I didn't want to be boring and just keep saying that. So I went with Frankenstein because that was a super long movie, not like always incredibly eventful, but I ended up giving a good rating anyway, so obviously it didn't ruin it.
That's fair. All right. Best horror movie.
Technically, it's Sinners, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it to Sinners because it just feels not like a horror movie, really. So I'm gonna say no, and so I'm gonna say the actual horror. I gave it to Weapons, but this
Give
was
it to
actually kind
what?
of hard. Give it
Weapons.
to Weapons, but this was actually kind of a hard category for me because I just really didn't feel like I saw that many good horror movies. Like I feel like most of them were actually like a lot of them were underwhelming. Like they just
They
were
were
had
bad.
high, they had high. I don't know if they're called bad.
Oh,
You can, that's fine. I don't care. But I'm just saying, for me, they were really underwhelming, and um, a lot of them just fell short of expectations for me. And Weapons didn't, so that's why I gave that one the best horror.
I mean, my best horror was Sinners because it is considered a horror. I get what you're saying, Caleb. If it wasn't Sinners, it would be The Long Walk. But I'll give it Sinners because technically it is a horror. So, but Long Walk was also I
What'd you give the
pulled it.
long walk, Gabe?
I give it a 5.
Did you?
That
Okay.
movie is phenomenal. I love that movie.
I had a different movie I was expecting you to say, so I didn't
Oh,
realize that was a five.
yeah. No, that movie's incredible. Tyler, you up?
Well, maybe this is the movie that you were thinking of, Jack. I went with
I
Black
hope
Phone
so.
2.
Thank you. There you go.
That was, yeah.
I forgot about. I didn't see that one, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're an idiot.
I same as Gabe, just absolutely locked Sinners into this. But yes, the Black Phone 2 was my honorable mention, and that was what I thought Gabe was going to say. I didn't because I know you really liked it, but
I
apparently Long
really
Walk was
liked it.
better. So
Uh, I'm actually going to correct myself. I did not give Long Walk a 5. I gave it a 4.5.
I thought so,
okay.
but I didn't want to correct you. I
I
was
had to
like,
make sure too. I felt like it was close to a 5, but it was a 4
I
and a half.
figured if it was better than Black Phone 2, it was incrementally better,
I do
not
believe they're
like a
both
lot better.
4.5s. It's close.
Okay.
I honestly don't even know if I would consider Long Walk a horror movie.
is it classified as a horror?
Gabe
Or like a
said it's-
thriller. It's,
I
okay.
suppose. I mean,
Gabe literally hit the 1,000 yard stare. He went,
there's just people getting their brains painted
I
on the
mean, yeah, but
ground.
like it's not like
Pretty intense.
I mean, yes, if I was in the Long
that's
Walk, it would
funny.
be scary as shit, but like I don't know, watching it from the outside.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I suppose. All right.
Tyler was
Next.
cheering.
Some
Next is
people I were actually.
okay. Next is best action movie. Caleb, what do you got?
Best
I
action movie.
know Jack and I will have the same answer for this one.
Well, for me, it's
Which one?
easily.
Best
Well,
action movie.
I guess it's not easily because I was deciding between two. But for me, I went Superman. Um, just because, and it's if I watched it again, I would probably end up at a five. I don't know. I think you two of you were at fives, but it
Yep.
was that or something else. I'm not gonna spoil it this time.
Thank you. Uh, I actually thought about Superman as well, but like to me, when I think of in terms of like the action movie, like Superman's more than just action. It's heartfelt. It's all that. It is Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning is like
He
the
knows.
conclusion to the action series of all time. So, Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning was just constant badass action that, frankly, was one of my like. It was one of my 5 stars this year. So to get an action movie at 5 stars, mind blowing.
It was the best in the franchise.
Yes, it was.
It was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. The Mission Impossible was also mine. I didn't I same reason as Gabe, as I don't know if I would really consider Superman a pure action movie, so that's how
Hmm.
I viewed it, and so that's why Mission Impossible got into my list.
Hmm.
Very obviously, Mission Impossible was my pick too. I would like to throw a little respect to the accountant too. I did think about that for a split second, but yeah,
That one's
Mission
fun.
Impossible
That
easy.
one's fun.
That is
Yeah,
super
well, I'm
fun.
glad I didn't spoil it because when I was going to spoil it, I was going to say F1 was the one I was deciding between was F1 and
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
F1's
a sports movie,
action.
buddy.
I
I
think
do
it's
too.
action. There's action in that.
Okay, well,
Sports
the problem with
drama.
action is you can twist like every movie ever into saying
Yeah,
technically there's
that's
action.
why I was. That's kind of why I was like
Yeah,
Superman is more action than F1 at least.
yeah. All right. Next is best animated movie.
I have a cop out answer because I saw technically zero movies fully animated this year, which is kind of impressive actually when you think about it. Um, although I will get to it, I'll get to probably the five that get nominated for Oscar since I'm. Thanks for showing me that card, Tyler.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm sure I'll get to K-pop Demon Hunters when it gets nominated for an Oscar. I'm sure I'll get to a couple more other ones, Zootopia 2 maybe. So my cop out answer is Avatar, Fire and Ash, because technically it's the most animated movie or has the most animated features or CGI elements. That's kind of
Watch
my
more movies.
That's crazy.
Bro, you could have said How to Train Your Dragon at least.
what? I
Just as
guess.
animated as Avatar.
Is
No,
it?
Not, no, it's not.
no,
Avatar is
no.
just constantly people that aren't real people.
Yeah, but it's dumb.
All right.
So
You haven't even seen the.
Yeah, insane.
that's not
Okay.
even, it's not a good answer, but
Um, Caleb, you need to stop talking about other movies because you spoiled my pick here as well. K-pop Demon Hunters. It's phenomenal. It's so good. K-pop Demon Hunters like blew me away by how much I enjoyed it. I was absolutely one of the dudes who was like, "You're telling me a movie about K-pop is good?" And then I watched it and I was like, "Shit, that was good." So
Why wasn't this your most surprised?
it was because I was more genuinely shocked with the Phoenicians game. The
he
Phoenicians
really
game
was.
blew me away. Yeah, you should call us another review or we talk about it.
Okay.
No.
Well, mine. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that saw this movie, but Zootopia 2. The movie tops the first one. The first one's great, so there's that.
Fair, fair.
Yeah, I saw one animated movie this year, and that was K-pop Demon Hunters, and it was only because my sister saw it and really recommended it, and then Gabe saw it and was like, "She's right, it's good." And then I was like, "All right, fine."
Yep.
And yeah, it's good.
Okay, next up, funniest movie.
Okay, I'm not going to say any more movies, but this was a hard category for me because there was a lot of movies I found really funny this year. The one I settled on because the opening tagline for my review for this movie said probably the funniest movie of the year. I was like, okay, well, that's probably. And that was Good Fortune.
Mm,
There's a couple bits in that movie that are just absolutely like I actually laughed out loud in the theater, and that's embarrassing because I was by myself.
mm,
Um,
mhm.
but there were genuinely good bits. But there are so many fun. Honestly, this is a really good year for comedy. I thought there was a really good a lot of good comedy movies this year.
For sure. I think it's impossible not to pick this movie since Tyler and I have never struggled harder in our entire lives. There was a
Oh
3 to 4 minute span of us trying physically unable to not stop laughing, and that was Companion. That movie, I literally wrote in my review, nothing could have prepared me for how funny this movie was. Like, it was not supposed to be that funny to me. And then, like I said, Tyler and I were almost to the point where we passed out. I feel like we were laughing so hard. So Companion was a good pick. But Caleb, I agree. There were a lot of movies that were like hilarious this year.
Yeah, Gabe, you nailed it. I mean, this was a big reason why this one was the most surprise movie for me, is because I did not expect it to be that funny.
Hmm.
So there's that.
I don't know if I'm just meshing the Jack Quaid performances in my head, but I picked Novocaine for this because I thought that also had a lot of really good moments. Although I'm astonished by the lack of mention of the best theater experience of the year, which was a Minecraft movie.
Oh yeah,
No
No,
one mentioned
that's
it.
no.
fair. Okay, but
Don't act like you weren't laughing the
that's
entire
not
time.
right though because it's like it was
It's not fair.
yeah.
It's
But
because of
but
the
it is.
memes and the internet around it,
It
but
was
it was a
unfortunately.
great
Well, it
experience.
didn't help that the kids in front of us knew the entire movie by heart and were just like reading the script somehow. They were just like, "Here comes Dennis." We're like, "Who the fuck is Dennis?"
That's
It was,
that is true,
yeah,
Jack. That is probably the
that's
funniest
an
theater
unfair upper
experience.
hand.
That was an insane experience for sure.
Yeah, yeah, Jack. I
Gabe,
almost said Novocaine because Novocaine was my
yeah,
second pick. Novocaine was hilarious this
Novocaine was
year.
Gabe, can
super
you
funny.
also
Eddington was my second pick.
what
The
movie?
movie Eddington.
Oh,
I thought the movie was fucking
Gabe,
hilarious.
I'm gonna need you to shout out the FNAF 2 scene as well.
There was a lot of funny scenes
Uh,
in FNAF, especially, but when he has the little teddy
the-
bear and he squeezes it and it goes or it was raps.
Yeah.
Okay, number 10 here, we're halfway through the list is saddest movie.
This was a toss up because I saw the two saddest movies back to back, like literally days apart of the year. But for me, I had to go to Hamnet for this movie. Uh,
Hamnet.
T- Train Dreams was more just like emotionally crushing. And this movie was more like just soul draining, which was, two good adjectives for sad movies. I
Yep.
have never seen a theater. I don't think I told you guys this. I have never seen a theater so distraught. I saw people hugging each other when the credits rolling. People were like giving people hugs, bawling into each other's arms. I saw old ladies like talking to each other, like hands on their shoulders. You would have thought somebody died. They killed somebody on the front of the screen and then showed it to everybody. It was horrible. It was really sad. My sister and I went. We were crying most of the runtime. Uh, Easily the saddest movie of the year for me.
what movie was this? I wasn't listening.
Hamnet.
That one.
Hamnet. Thank you, Jack.
I was listening to everything you were saying about it, but I forgot what it was.
That's fair.
Tyler said Hamnet, and I immediately lost track of thought.
That's what the movie is.
That's the
So
name of the movie.
The brain turned off.
Fair. Uh,
normally.
okay. Saddest movie for me was actually The Long Walk. That movie was like devastating for me. I went to that one by myself and I cried multiple times in a theater by myself, which also Caleb felt very embarrassing for sure. But it was I think that just the way they executed the kills were so like personal and you just felt every single one. And there was dialogue. Tyler knows what I'm talking about. There was dialogue where they talked about like not wanting to get shot. That was just awful, which like it was just heartbreaking. So yeah, that one was Caleb. Train Dreams was a very close second, but I was more distraught from The Long Walk than I was from Train Dreams.
Yeah, looking at my list of movies I watched this year, I was like, I only have like two movies that really felt emotional, sad wise, and it's got to be The Long Walk. Long Walk was probably the most sad movie of the year for me. It was between that or Avatar: Fire and Ash, but The Long Walk just it was like that like the entire way through.
Constant.
So, for me, I didn't watch any of those movies that you guys just mentioned, so I think I missed out on the sad ones this year. So I kind of went more of the emotional route, and I thought the most emotional movie for me was The Life of Chuck. Even though it wasn't like one of my top movies of the year, it was still a touching movie. I wouldn't say like devastating or anything like Gabe was talking about, but definitely had you thinking and made you appreciate some things. So I would go with that. Maybe Thunderbolts had like a couple emotional scenes, but nothing I would put on the award winner.
See a fair pick.
All right. Next is dumbest movie.
Gabe,
I almost
I pray. I pray.
You know what this is.
There was actually a lot of these this year somehow. But the one I had to go to was the Minecraft movie because obviously that was the dumbest movie of the year. As much as I loved the theater experience, it was without a shadow of a doubt the dumbest thing I watched this year.
That's fair. That's fair. Uh,
Wrong.
this was the first time I ever almost like got up and left a theater, and if it wasn't the fact that I was there with friends, I would have. And that is The Monkey. Genuinely a terrible film. If I was by myself, I would have left. I'm so serious. I would have wasted the money and got up and walked out of that theater because I don't think there was a single part of that movie that intrigued me. I really don't. So that was a super easy pick because when I think of The Monkey, I think of just dumb.
Yeah, it's the only movie I gave a half star. The Monkey. I mean, that there was, like you just said, there is nothing good about it.
None.
Yes, Caleb, you are right. The Minecraft movie may be one of the dumbest things you've ever seen in theater, but I promise you, the monkey is worse.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
it was actually trying to be a decent movie, and it frankly is not. So, one of the dumbest things I've ever had the unbearable displeasure of watching.
The monkey must be vanquished, fellas. That is
He
a
must be.
direct quote from the film. So, all right. Number 12 is best acting performance.
Dude,
Am I
this was so
cheating if I
hard.
have
This was
two?
tough.
I have like 10 people written down. I'm not going to
Let's
say all of them, but
you can name your
Oh, I'm
two
saying
really
all of them,
quickly.
so have fun. The one I would have picked, but I don't. It felt like a cover because it wasn't 2025. Was Jonathan Majors for Magazine Dreams. Would have
Mm.
been my actual pick because best performance I saw here. If I'm going for 2025 movies, more specifically, I suppose that I wanted to shout out to Joel Edgerton in Train Dreams. Uh, Incredible, definitely really good. And then for actress, I put Jessie Buckley from Hamnet.
Hamnet.
You gotta stop mentioning him. There's just gonna have that. Okay, this was tough. This was super tough. I almost went with Brad Pitt in F1. I was very close. But ultimately I went with Timothy Chalamet and Marty Supreme. As Tyler's review says, Timothy Chalamet fucks. He does. He's so good. And in that movie, like every second that he's on the screen, I am just invested. And I don't know, Caleb, you and I talk about it all the time. I truly think he's one of the best actors of generation. He's incredible in everything he's in. And that movie was like, I was hyped for it and I had high expectations, and then it was better than I thought it was going to be. And that's because he acted his ass off.
Yeah, this one was pretty easy for me. Obviously, I had to go with Jack Black in the Minecraft movie. No, I'm kidding. I also went with Timothy Chalamet in Murray Supreme because he fucks. So
He fucks. He literally does
He
fuck.
literally does.
He
Yeah.
he
fucks.
does. Yeah.
I was very close to following you guys with Timothy because he deserves it. However, while I was making this list of actors, I stumbled upon this movie and was like, "Oh yeah, I made this decision in the first half of the year because Michael B. Jordan is my actor,
Mhm.
and I there was no one that was going to beat this year, frankly, for me.
I will
I'm
be
not even
rooting
going to
for him.
elaborate.
Well, I mean, he
Yeah,
plays two separate people, so
playing two separate,
even though they're
incredibly
kind of,
distinguishable characters
yeah.
to me, I, I and he's
What does
playing the
Robert
villain
Pattinson
and the
want?
hero at the same time.
I knew you were gonna say that, Gil.
No,
All right.
Okay.
frankly, your movie needs to be a 4.5 or higher. Sorry.
Okay. Next is best genre blend.
For this one, I guess most recent one, I went with Marty Supreme because it's kind of like a. I kind of thought it was more of a comedy at sometimes, also thriller. I thought comedy thriller kind of combined, but the one I felt more indicted in was Mickey 17 as a sci-fi comedy
Yeah.
because I thought they combined those two really well. Um, so that was my choice for that.
The one
Which
I
one did you actually pick? Sorry.
Mickey 17.
Okay.
the one that I went with was the one where I most distinctly felt the two genres clashing. And for me, that was Companion. The comedy and the horror were just constantly tugging to see which one won over. And I think the comedy wins, but the horror element is absolutely present as well. I mean, I think of the scene where he has her putting her hand over the candle. That scene is super, super well done. So, yeah, I mean, that was the one where I most distinctly felt both genres at the same time, because technically you could make a case that every single movie ever is a genre blend because they're listed as 14 genres. So, but that was the one where I was like, this is constantly going back and forth between comedy and horror.
Now I didn't do this one wrong, and I'm sure you guys will be more than happy with my answer. But the way I viewed it as like is like the two genres have to be like unique from each other. So my answer was Sinners. You got the Western horror, two very unique, different genres blended together.
That's totally valid.
I would call that definitely, yeah.
I would agree because that's also what I said. So
Okay, good.
yeah, that was awesome, and it honestly mixed like three genres because they had the
And
like
musical.
musical aspect with it as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Gave No the Gorge love.
I thought about
The
it.
Gorge,
I did. No, I
get
really
out.
did. You haven't
No,
even seen the
yeah,
Gorge.
that's actually that was one of the
Yeah,
It
most.
was
Jack,
absolutely a genre blend. I mean,
idiot.
Shut the fuck up, Tyler.
the sci-fi aspect of the Gorge caught me off guard completely. So, Caleb, yeah,
And
I
romance
did
and
think of that.
horror aspects, like for
Yeah.
sure.
Yep. You haven't seen it, Jack. Why are you
It's
thumbs down?
it's not beating Sinners.
Okay.
Okay.
Coming in at
Sorry.
14th is best visuals.
Jack asked me how I should discern this for cinematography or visual effects. Well, I gave one for cinematography and visual effects. For cinematography, I'm going Train Dreams. I think that had the best cinematography.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, Stranger
Fuck
Things.
no.
For visual effects, I'm going with Superman.
Oh, I see. I see. I just went straight up with best visuals, and it was a movie that was one of the greatest theater experiences I've ever had, and that was F1. F1 blew me away. I was constantly in the car. I mean, the shots that Joseph is able to get are just incredible. I think of all the fireworks when the cars are driving by, and everything in that movie is visually stunning.
Yeah, I went with the what I would consider the best looking movie like ever for me, and that's Avatar: Fire and Ash. I mean, the movie looked insane.
Yeah,
So I structured this the way that Caleb did because he told me to. And so
should have told
Okay,
my
everybody.
sheep.
best, my yeah, exactly. My best visual effects actually went to How to Train Your Dragon for me because I thought it was a really quality adaptation. I actually brought something to the table by doing that. And then cinematography wise, I wish I could shout out. Well, I will anyway. The movie Presence because I really liked what they did with their camera on that movie. But yeah, it's F1. The feeling of literally being in the car is
Mhm.
was fantastic.
For sure. All right, 15th best soundtrack slash score.
This one I also did score and soundtrack.
Me
Dude,
too, Caleb, because
my
of your
God.
fault.
Dude, you
It's
should
Hey,
your
have told us
fault.
all to do
it's
this.
up for your interpretation, you know?
That's not how this should be. It should be
Lazy writing.
whatever.
What are you,
All
a
right,
Duffer brother?
let's hear it.
I am the long lost brother. For score, I went with
The Lost
Sinners.
Sister?
Stop it.
All right, that's not what I said. Score, I went with Sinners, and then soundtrack, I actually also went with Sinners. So technically, I just took one.
Insane. Yeah, I went with Sinners too. I think that was a pretty easy choice for me personally.
Superman.
Superman. That's fair.
Uh, Obviously, I did it the way Caleb did it. My soundtrack went to Sinners, but my score I actually gave to Hans Zimmer for F1.
Yeah, F1 was
Yeah, I
solid.
did not tell him to do that, by the way.
You literally, I answered that one right after you told me that bullshit with the one before it, so I assumed that you did the same thing, and you did. So get
Okay.
out.
Womp
Next
womp.
is best streaming.
History movie for me. Uh, I went Train Dreams also, but there was actually a lot of options for this you probably could have went
Mhm.
with. So I think we're gonna have a lot of good options here.
I went with Knives Out 3, Wake Up Dead Man. Even though it came out in theaters technically, but it was also a Netflix release. But yeah, I love that movie.
I believe me and Gabe were the only one that saw this movie, but I very much enjoyed it because of a specific person who was in this. But that being said, the story is also really good. We got Neighborhood Watch.
I
Hmm.
saw that.
Hmm.
No, you didn't.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. For me, same as Gabe again. Wake Up Dead Man. Not really that close for me.
Fair. All right, most overrated. This will be interesting.
Well, Tyler mentioned this one earlier, Eddington. Although this was actually kind of a hard category for me because I actually didn't disagree with a lot of ratings as far.
Hmm.
I had to go all. Begonia was like an honorable mention because I just thought it was, but I still give it a 3.5, and the average was 3.9, so it's not like I was that far off. This is the only one I was like super disagreed on as far as rating. I gave this a 2, and it's like a 3.4 right now. Although oddly, Eddington has like been one of the most controversial movies of the year, so it's kind of hard for me to say it's really overrated because it's so divisive. Um, but as far as star rating goes, I felt that it was mostly overrated.
Yeah. Get ready to throw your tomatoes at me. I went with Weapons. Frankly, that movie I just did not enjoy it at all. People said it was the scariest movie ever. That was just blasphemous. It was
That is a
not
lie.
scary really at all. I mean, the horror aspect was pretty much non-existent. It was more of a dark comedy in ways that I was not a fan of. And then the ending, oh, the ending just pissed me off, frankly. So yeah, that one was. And granted, I didn't hate this movie. Let me add that I didn't hate it, but people were gassing this movie up like crazy. I wish they gave it to Peele is what I'm ending with because he was supposed to have done that movie.
Weapons would have been my choice. if I didn't watch this movie a couple nights ago or last night. It's going to one battle after another. People have claimed this movie to be not only one of the best, but Leonardo's best, and I just do not agree with that at all. That being said, I still enjoyed it. Thought it was good, but the way people were talking, they were making the same like this was like the greatest movie of all time, and it's not even close.
You're on thin ice, bud.
What I'm gonna go with here is already been supported by the fact that I had backlash against it for calling the most disappointing movie of the year, and that's 28 years later, because anyone who thinks it's even kind of good is overrating it. Anything higher than a 2, overrated. Sorry.
Bro just stuck it right at Gabe's rating, didn't he?
What did you say?
Bro stuck it right at Gabe's rating and said anything over that.
I have no idea if he did. Did we give
I
it
don't
a
think that
rating?
was his rating. I'm sure Gabe was at a 1 or
Actually,
lower.
I might have been a. I don't know. I think I gave it a two.
I thought you were like a two.
Never mind, I planted at Gabe's rating.
I gave it a two. It's something else.
I think I
Media
gave it like a
illiterate.
1.
Yeah, no, that's a good
Media
pick there.
illiterate. That's
That's a good
insane.
pick there. All right. Next is most underrated.
Underrated. Um, gonna go broke. Feels like a cop out because not many people know about it, and so I went with Havoc, kind of 1A, 1B, because Tyler is gonna watch Havoc. He's gonna love it because it's actually
It is.
underrated.
It
Gabe
is.
and I quite liked it. It has terrible reviews on Letterboxd.
Is it
We
really?
we likened it to like a Gotham spinoff, kind of like it feels so grounded and actually has great action
Grounding.
in it. So definitely the most underrated action movie for sure, and probably the most underrated of the year.
Yeah, fair enough. I went with a movie that I'm almost certain none of you are going to know, and that's All the Devils Are Here. That was kind of a really niche movie that somebody who I follow on Letterboxd suggested it to me, and she just said that no one had watched it, so I checked it out, and I was like, this is like elite. So I love that movie. I would highly recommend people to watch it. It's still like really low in terms of the reviews. Let me check really quick. I actually have it pulled up here. It's still one of the lower movies that have actually been reviewed. It's only got 537 reviews and it's been out for months now. So that's definitely one that I think people should check out.
All right, mine is a movie that doesn't have very good ratings. I know me, Gabe, and Caleb watched it and enjoyed it very much. I have The Amateur.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I watched that.
No, you didn't.
We made an
We
episode about
reviewed
that
it
too.
on the pod, yeah.
Yeah, we made an episode about it.
And it was
I
good.
didn't.
I gave it a 4 stars,
Oh,
Tyler.
I
I
knew we did.
respect
I
you.
didn't know Jack was there. So
So you didn't watch it, Jack. Sorry.
you did
I
not.
just, I just remember
I'll
Jack
delete it
glazing
off my
John
list.
Bernthal.
That was no,
Obviously.
it was to the point where his issue was that John Bernthal's not in it enough.
Yeah, that's a con.
Absurd. Okay, Jack, what is it?
Okay. Well, based off the letterbox reviews, when I was looking at my list, I was tempted to put down Black Phone 2 because, but then everyone here liked that movie. So I'm going to go ahead and say Presence because it's not going to get mentioned for any of these other awards really, other than when I mentioned it. And I just was not expecting much out of it. And it really surprised me. Gave me a good experience. So
You ruined my night.
it ruined your whole
It
night.
ruined my night.
I watched
Insane.
it late at
It
night,
made
so
my night. So
okay, well, great.
All right. Last two categories here. We have best TV show.
As you know, I'm a big TV fan, and I watched so many new TV shows that came out this year. I think I watched about
6 or
four
7.
shows total,
No,
and
maybe
as far as 2025 goes, I think I watched two. So you get one of each here. Best TV show I watched Peacemaker season two. I'd give it like a
Peacemaker.
3.25, maybe a 3 out of 5.
That's nice.
So
Generous.
that's the best
that's
season of television.
generous.
That's the best season of television I watched this year.
Wow.
This was kind of tough. I feel like there were some things that I really enjoyed this year, but my pick ended up pretty easily being Invincible season three. I think season three of Invincible was awesome. I mean, I think it might be my favorite of the seasons, to be honest. So, yeah, I ended up going with that.
Yeah, mine as well. I honestly didn't know it came out this year. I thought it was like a 2024 release. So when I was going through the shows just to make sure, I originally had it Welcome to Derry because that show is really good.
I do need to watch that actually.
That show is elite. And then I saw Invincible. I'm like, nope, gotta be that one.
Yep.
Yeah, so I had Daredevil Born Again, and I just deleted it and put Invincible season 3 because I forgot that it came out this year, and it's better. So
Honestly, I forgot Daredevil Born Again came out this year. So
Daredevil
Born
Born
Again-
Again was
Born Again
pretty
was my
dang
number.
good,
It was
but
my number two.
it was solid.
Invincible's
Yeah.
better.
I thought it was really good, but yeah, Invincible was.
I mean, if
Yeah.
we're talking about Daredevil season 3, then
I feel like
be
Daredevil
different.
Born Again came out like 2 years ago. It just feels like that. Like you guys were talking about that so long ago.
Yeah.
All right, worst TV show.
Easy.
Stranger Things season 5. Pretty easily since that was the other coin of the two shows I saw. So
Let me double check to make sure that this is correct and I didn't do this wrong. One second, Tyler, you go. I gotta make sure this is the right.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this came out in 2025, but I got a Last of Us season 2.
That's what I'm literally looking at right now. It came out this year, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Last of Us season 2 is the worst show I watched this year.
It,
Yeah.
it definitely came out this year.
Yep.
It definitely did because we
I forgot
posted
I
it.
watched
Caleb,
that.
you saying that literally made me question if it actually
I
came out.
forgot I watched that this year. It's the
Well,
worst.
it is. Yeah. No, it's absolutely.
It's
The
the
worst.
worst show
It
I
was
watched
between
this
that
year.
or Peacemaker season 2. So
It's
It's
absolutely
Last of
garbage.
Us. Thanks for letting
yeah.
me know.
Okay, I'm glad we all could agree on that real quick because
I was like,
I was like,
nope, you're
Caleb
wrong.
dropped that, and I was like, oh
You guys were all
shit.
like surprised. I was like, I mean, what am I missing here? I was like, we all did.
Oh, you're
I
just
was-
missing the worst one by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, understandable.
All right, Jack, you're up. That was funny.
So I gave up on The Last of Us season 2 after 2 episodes,
You're
so I
lucky.
can't say that.
Yeah.
True.
In turn, I watched 3 new seasons of television this year, and I already mentioned Daredevil and Invincible. So Stranger Things season 5, you're the odd man out, and I didn't watch anything else. So even though I was the highest rated on it here, I'm still the only one who said it was the worst show, just by
I
default.
would have.
You wanted to.
I wanted to.
Okay.
I forgot I.
I
do that
didn't
on
want
my
to,
brain.
but I had to. I didn't watch new TV shows this year. So.
All right. Well, now that we are done with that, we're going to go to our bottom 10 and top 10. I vote we start with our bottom 10 and then end with the top 10. And then
Yeah.
do we want to start from 10 down to 1?
And
Yes.
just in one go
10 down
around,
to
like
1. No, I say you read off the entire list.
that's what I was saying.
I'm good with that.
That works
All
for
right.
me.
Bottom
'Cause if we
10.
go
Caleb,
around, it's gonna
let's
be
hear
a
them
long
starting
time.
at 10.
Yep. So number 10, Mountainhead. Yeah, we watched Mountainhead.
Yeah, that was
Can
ridiculous.
you give ratings when you do this, please?
Yeah, sure. I gave that one a 1.5. That one was tough to get through. I had to watch it in 2 separate settings because I fell asleep halfway through. The Electric State is 9 for me. I also give that a 1.5. Like I said, that was my shoe in for slowest pace. Could have been boring. Number 8, In the Lost Lands. Unfortunately, it's a bad fun movie. It's just hard to redeem itself because it's so
Mhm.
terrible. This one gets a 1 star. Old Guy. I was the only guy that watched this, and I might be the only person on earth that watched this too. Uh, it was pretty terrible. It has Christoph Waltz in it, and he has no charisma, which honestly, impressive to do that with Christoph Waltz. Number 5 for me is The Woman in the Yard. Gave that a 1 star.
You
Watched it
saw
with my
that? I'm
watched it with
sorry.
my mom on a summer day.
Summer day.
It glorifies suicide, so that's something.
Funky. Sorry.
I told
Um,
you it would suck. I don't know what to tell you.
I
PG-13.
didn't like have high expectations for it, but it's pretty bad. Number 4 was my honorable mention for most disappointing, and that was Honey Don't. I gave this is where the half stars start. Was super excited for that one because I thought the trailer looked awesome. It's by one of the Coen brothers. Was the worst edited movie possibly ever. Number 3, Gunslingers. Gabe, did you watch this one?
No, I actually begged you not to watch that movie.
Okay, yeah. It has what's his face? He's in every movie
Nick
ever.
Cage.
Nick Cage in it, and I
Every
watched
movie ever, Nick Cage.
He's in all sorts of movies. He absolutely.
He is in
He was in
every
that
movie.
surfer movie this year too.
Every movie
Yeah.
you've ever seen, buddy, he's there.
That one's really bad. I watched that at work, so I
I was like,
technically
you're
got
like Pedro
paid to
Pascal
watch
or
it.
something.
We got paid to watch a dog shit movie.
Yeah, so it's who's the real winner.
Not you.
Number 2 for this is another half star. I watched this on my birthday.
I remember that
I-
story.
I did not finish this film. It's the only movie I've ever left the theater, and that is Sneaks.
I love that this isn't number 1.
How is that not your most disappointing movie of the year? You walked out.
I don't think
I
you
had
expecting
zero.
much.
I had a free ticket. I might as well just. There was nothing
Just
good out
read
at the
number
time.
1.
I should have. You know what I should have done?
It's awesome that it was on your birthday.
What I could have done, honestly, and I should have done it in retrospect. I could have just gone to Sinners again. Like I could have gone. Although it was going to
Instead,
be
he
my
went to Sneaks.
it was going to be my 4th viewing of Sinners, and I thought that was a little bit excessive. So I was like, let me just see a new movie, and I saw Sneaks. So yeah, that tells you everything. My worst movie, and this is going to be everyone's worst movie if you saw it. War of the Worlds is a disgrace to cinema.
Oh my god, I didn't add that to my list. I forgot I even saw that fucking movie.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
it's a movie that was made
Oh my God, it is
and
the
it's
In
it's
2025.
in
Is it a movie,
2025.
Caleb?
That's actually it begs the question.
it does kind of beg the question.
Is it
Holy,
a movie or is it a long YouTube skit?
it's a long advertisement.
Could be. It is actually a long. It's a commercial.
Wow, that's insane. Okay, thank you
Yeah,
for
that's
reminding
my
me.
bottom 10.
Yeah.
A lot of stinkers
I
this year.
like how War of the Worlds did not get any recognition for like slowest or most boring or like most disappointing.
It could have gone to the dumbest
It
probably.
just
It's
that wasn't the dumbest.
it's unfortunately hilarious when you're
It is really
watching
funny.
Ice Cube's fucking face putting on the
So,
worst. I'll get there.
Caleb, do you truly think that the Minecraft movie is dumber than War of the Worlds? He's
He's
got
Um,
thinking.
kind of.
kind
I mean,
of
the Minecraft movie is like
It's
intentionally
it's
dumb.
it's yeah, it's intentionally a joke. So I can't even like
Yeah.
I don't know.
War of the
All
Worlds.
right.
Gabe,
Well,
will you watch that with me?
uh, I don't
I'll watch it
know.
with you.
It's
Tyler,
pretty
Uh,
you
funny,
will.
so you
Have you
should
seen it though?
actually.
Nope.
just
Oh,
to put this
yeah, we
into
gotta watch it
retrospect,
then.
by the way, the movie that just got saved and got bumped out of my bottom 10 was Playdate. That movie just got saved. So
What even is that?
it
I don't
was the
know.
Alan Richardson and Kevin James
Oh, yeah, yeah,
action
yeah, yeah,
movie.
yeah.
I was gonna go off on that movie, but hey, it's still live. So, number 10 for me is Electric State. It is the least charismatic, the least interesting. I gave it a 1 star. It takes Chris Pratt and makes him not fun, which is insane. It's not Pratt's fault by any means, but the dialogue they give him, the costume he has, he looks like a dumbass. Like they gave him the dumbest looking costume I've ever seen. And then Millie Bobby Brown is she's
Millie Bobby
she's
Brown.
there. Yeah. All right. Number 9 is Heart Eyes. I really did not enjoy this movie at all. I want my slashers to be brutal, and this one just didn't fit that for me. And they tried to fit this Valentine's Day theme into it. That would just, you had these cringy, corny ass romance between the main character that just sucked. Like it was just awful. I hated that, everything about that. Number 8, Until Dawn. They took something I love and they shit all over it. It was just awful. It's truly insane that this movie was greenlit and that it turned out the way that it did. Number 7 is In the Lost Lands. I I don't even know what to say about this movie.
Untapped potential.
It, sure, sure, man. The one positive I think I remember giving is that Bautista's outfit is sick. He looks cool. It is so bad. It is so painfully bad.
Gabe, didn't we love the train scene?
Yeah, the train scene where the train keeps going forever and it just never falls off the track. Yeah, that was good. But I gave that one a 1 as well. I don't know if I've said the other rings. These have all been 1 so far. So, number 6 is You're Cordially Invited. That was a terrible, terrible comedy movie. Will Ferrell is low-key lost it a little bit. I don't think he's as funny as he used to be at all. I keep seeing him do things that I just don't really enjoy anymore. And this was kind of like the nail in the coffin. That was like, okay, he does not have it anymore. So yeah, that movie is a 1 star as well. Coming in number 5 is Wolfman. What the fuck was that, dude? Wolfman was just bad.
I skipped that one. That was my number 7, by the way. I just completely skipped that one.
Fair enough.
Dumbass.
It's just bad. I gave it a 1 star. Nothing about this movie is scary. If it wasn't actually, I'm not even gonna give this movie props. This movie is just terrible. Number 4, yeah, number 4 is Guns Up. I couldn't tell you what cursed me to watch this movie. Kevin
Yeah.
James needs to never do an action movie ever. Like 2 of my bottom 11 movies this year are Kevin James action movies. Stop making them, please. Go
We
back
want
to
Paul Blart
comedy.
3.
No, stop. Stay on comedy. Kevin James, this movie is terrible because it's not even trying to be funny. It's trying to be like a serious action movie. And Kevin James is the least, like, when I picture action, there's probably 200 actors I would put above Kevin James. So that one I gave a 1 as well. Into the bottom 3. These are all half stars here. Number 3 is Happy Gilmore 2. Who chose this movie to be made? Why was this movie made? This movie just pissed me off. As one of our friends, Lane, said, this movie is just a cameo fest. Like, it's just, look at this actor, look at this actor, look at this actor. This is cool. They just take what was actually a pretty good movie with Happy Gilmore 1, and they're I'm going to spoil it. They just kill his wife for no reason in the first, like,
In the
20
first like
minutes.
10, yeah,
And they're
yeah.
like, you know how she died? He hit her in the head with a golf ball. Are we for real, bro? It is a shit movie. I almost turned it off. It was close. Number two is now The Monkey. Somehow The Monkey isn't the worst movie I saw this year. I was ready to say it was absolutely the worst movie I've ever seen. But that would be ignoring War of the Worlds, which is number one. I'm just looking at Ice Cube's face on my phone right now. This movie is fucking hilarious, but the fact that this exists is crazy to me. It is a mind-blowing film. You almost have to experience it once. I'm so glad this didn't come out in theaters because if I would have saw this in theaters and spent money on it, I don't know if I would have been doing this podcast anymore. I don't think I could do movies anymore. So yeah,
I wouldn't be laughing when saying it's the worst. That's for sure.
yeah. War of the Worlds was thank you, Caleb, for reminding me that I saw that's how bad it was. I didn't even put it in my list of 2025 films. I reviewed it in which I said if you're ever feeling down, just remember you were born at just the right time to be able to witness War of the Worlds. That's just a joke because this shit is mind blowing. So Caleb, thank you for reminding me of that movie. I'll be thinking about that now for a little bit.
I'm sold, Tyler. We have to watch it.
You
We
kind
No.
do
of
it.
do. You
We
kind
have
Kind
of
of
to.
do.
you kind of have to see it just so you can
January
witness it.
January 17th.
Just you'll never forget his reaction when like he thinks his kid is like it, yeah, literally
We're kind of doing War of the Worlds right now.
no.
What?
That's literally what it's that's what it is. So okay, Tyler, you're on.
I've seen the meme, so I know exactly what you're talking
But picture that, but for 90 minutes. It's just that.
about.
It's something else.
All right, number 10 for me is Weapons. I gave that a 2.5. I don't understand why people like this movie. This movie's incredibly mid.
Yeah.
Number 9, a very forgettable movie, which I was a little disappointed with. We have Dogman at a 2.5. I really like the Captain Underpants movie, so I was really hoping this would have been similar to that, but no, it was not.
Yeah.
Number 7, I already said this as the most boring movie I've ever seen. It's Mickey 17 as a 2 star.
You say it's the most boring movie you've ever seen in your
This
entire
of
life. I
2025,
don't
of
okay,
2025.
thank you. I was like, come on.
At number 6, we have a movie that should not have been made. We have Happy Gilmore 2 at a 1.5.
Yeah.
5, we have a movie that was mentioned multiple times already by me. We have Jurassic World Rebirth at a 1.5. Number 4, a movie that if I watched it after playing the game, this would be a much lower rating, but we have Until Dawn at a 1 star. Number 3, we have another prototypical bad slasher movie. We have Hard Eyes at a 1 star. Number 2, probably the most memed on movie of all time, maybe. We have the Minecraft movie at a 1 star.
No, it's a Minecraft movie, Tyler.
That way they can make more.
No, it's the Minecraft movie.
No, they're making more. They
Fine.
have to.
And then my worst movie this year was The Monkey at a 1/2 star.
Yay.
Yeah, it's my genuine pleasure to be able to have my 10th lowest movie be a 2.5, and that's the benefit of watching significantly less movies than Caleb and Gabe. Um, that being said, my number 10 is a 2.5 and is Mickey 17. I'm in agreement with Tyler. I'm a little higher, but yeah, didn't care very much. My number 9 at a 2 star was a Minecraft movie
Too high.
because no fun theater
2
experience. I can't
stars,
deny it.
bro. Oh my god.
Showing it to my siblings, great time. It's horrible, but
You
it's a great
cannot
time.
you cannot act like Jason Momoa is not hilarious in that movie.
He's so
He's
funny.
so funny in that movie.
It's really bad.
The movie is a
But
little
it's funny.
funny, yes, but there's a lot of bad. A lot of bad.
Number 8, also at a 2 star because Gabe's unfortunately right. Hard Eyes was not very good. It did no
No.
favors.
So
It did
trash.
no favors that we watched it the same day as Companion.
True.
It did that movie no favors. Made it look
We
way
did?
worse.
I don't remember that.
We watched Companion first, didn't we?
I think we watched Companion
I thought-
first,
no,
and then
you
we
saw
watched Hard Eyes, and
and
we
the
were like,
Monkey. You watched Hard Eyes and the Monkey.
He's spitting.
"Oh, is he right?" I
Yeah,
thought
'cause
it
we did
was
review
Valentine's
it.
Day release,
Because we
though.
watched two of the shittiest horror movies of all time in the same.
Okay, well then maybe I'm overrating Hard Eyes because probably looked like a masterpiece compared to the Monkey.
Probably. Me too.
Well,
I gave it a
either
1 star.
either way, it's at an 8 and it has or it's at 8 and it has a 2 star. Number 7, Gabe's once again right. 2 stars for Until Dawn. Just absolutely shit all over the video game. I haven't even played it and I was offended, so I can't even imagine how Gabe felt. Uh, number 6 for me is a 2 star for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I'm sorry. It's just not that good. It's
Tyler
just
just
not.
phased through his mic to yell what?
He broke the
I mean,
sound barrier
I,
over FNAF 2.
I guess you could argue it's like a 2.5 or a 3, but
It's a 3, buddy.
man, we're just what do we?
Did I give it a 3? What did I
We
give it?
don't care.
Yeah,
Keep
it's a
reading.
3, buddy. Or
Okay, well, rounding into the top five actually dog shit movies. 1.5 for Happy Gilmore 2.
yeah.
Just complete disservice to the original. Adam Sandler's still kind of funny. Bad Bunny was unironically one of the better parts of the movie, which is not a good sign. Uh, 4, once again, the pod is right. 1.5 for Wolfman. That was like one of the first movies we saw in theaters last year, and it was
It
just
was.
terrible. So, it could have been, honestly, speaking of potential, could have been actually good. And nope, we don't want to do anything with that. Into the top three, the movie I was complaining about with Caleb, Keeper, complete dog shit.
Oh, you have a
One
rating on it
star.
now?
Oh
Yay!
yeah, 1 star, buddy. And I might actually write the review one day if I'm feeling brave,
That'd
and
be great.
I might lower it. So you just gave me absolutely nothing. And number two, only because the stupid ass monkey exists, is 28 Years Later. Because this movie pissed me off and
Insane.
was terrible. Yeah, yes, I
Insane.
would rather watch Keeper again, buddy. I'd rather watch Wolfman and Happy Gilmore 2 again than watch 28 Years Later.
Oh my God,
Not
he's
listening, dude.
retarded.
Better than watching a zombie's dick and balls
I'm not
for
being rage baited. I'm not
two
being rage
hours.
baited. I'm not being rage baited.
I don't know what to tell you.
You know,
Man,
it was actually a
obviously,
prosthetic. Sorry.
that's almost worse.
Yeah, sorry.
Being rage baited.
Almost. Uh, and
He's
then number one, of
retarded.
course. Number
Monkey.
one, of course, is the monkey. I can't wait to watch War of the Worlds. I
You would probably
genuinely
put it
believe
above the monkey
in my heart that I think War of the Worlds would be better than the
because
monkey.
you'll think
I
it's so
hated
funny.
the monkey.
It's pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah, I don't think you could piss me off more. And that's making me laugh at least. I did not laugh during the monkey.
I didn't either.
Except for maybe when he said we need to vanquish the monkey.
Or
That
when
the
he says
the
the
monkey
killer
that likes killing our
it's
family.
or it's a bad magic killer monkey.
All right, Caleb.
But you're laughing at
Okay.
it. Let's be real.
You're laughing at War of Worlds. They think it's a serious movie.
No, we are laughing with Ice Cube.
No, we are not. I think Ice Cube deeply will regret making that movie in a few years. Okay, top 10 now. This is where we'll actually talk about good
We
movies.
can have joy in our lives.
And this will be fun. So, Caleb, let's hear it.
All right. Yep. Number 10, movie that was kind of on my radar, but definitely was put more on my radar because of Gabe's rating of this movie. And my number 10 is going to be Freaky Tales.
Mhm.
And that's one I would definitely suggest for you too, because I actually think you might enjoy it. It's pretty fun.
Mhm.
Not too long. I gave that one a 4.5. All these are 4.5 or above. Actually, it was perfect. This is my lowest 4.5 too, so it kind of works out nicely. Number 9, movie that Gabe and this was honestly one of my biggest surprises this year too, was Warfare. I know Tyler, big fan of Warfare, huh?
I
But
didn't hate it.
Well, it's a movie
It
if you
happened.
didn't see it in theaters. I think you've missed
that does not help, yes. Because when Gabe and I walked out, you would have actually thought we were there too. Because we were like,
Yes. Yeah. The 1,000 yard stare, we were walking around for the rest of the day, just like,
I think Gabe and I just like looked at each other when the credits rolled and we were like,
yeah.
I don't
Every
know.
time they did the I have it written in my review.
Show of force.
The show of force scene in the theater, we were like, "Oh,
Loudest sound I've heard in the theater in a
I've
while.
never felt a theater
Um,
shake.
Very cool theater experience. Was very great movie. Number 8 for me is one we reviewed on the podcast that I didn't expect to like as much as I did also too was Frankenstein. I've been thinking about that one every now and then. I think Jacob Elordi just won Best Supporting Actor at the Critics' Choice Awards, which is pretty impressive.
Mhm.
Number 7 for me, one that we all kind of unanimously love that I screwed up. We could have had our first 20. I'm sorry. It was F1. F1. Great movie. You guys made me go last, so I was the villain.
You ruined it.
Even if you would have gone first, you would have been a villain.
I wouldn't have been. F1, I mean,
Okay.
it's a great movie. I really love that movie. It's very impressive what Jessica Kaczynski can do with that movie. Number 6 is one that I think Gabe and I saw that no one talks about because it's not really a 2025 movie technically. Magazine Dreams. That movie was dark, well written. Jonathan Majors, like I said, had the best performance in a movie I saw this year. Really impressive. Number 5, just saw it yesterday or 2 days ago, I suppose. Marty Supreme, awesome movie. It's electric. Timothy Chalamet, I'll be cheering for him in awards season. Really loved that movie. 4, one that has been slowly rising as the year's gone on. I think about this movie a lot too. Superman. I didn't expect for it to be as much as I loved it. And I was at a 4 on release day. I'm at a 4.5 now, and I could very much see myself going to a 5. Number 3 for me is one that touched me very. I saw it.
It what?
This movie touched me. Period.
Wait, what's this?
Uh,
I gotta know what this movie's called. I
Yeah,
need to
what
watch it.
War of the
we're watching
Worlds.
this.
no, it's Train Dreams. It one of the most well thought movie I've ever seen. It's a beautiful movie that I will cherish the movie very much for the rest of my life. Number 2, Hamnet has been
Hamnet.
getting a lot of awards buzz. One of the, like I said earlier, one of the best theater experiences I had this year, as far as like when the credits rolled. Some of the best writing, some of the best acting you're gonna find all year is in that movie. Number 1, it's been there for a while. It's been there since I left the theater. It's Sinners. Maybe one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. One of my favorite movies I've ever seen in my life. I could very much see that being. It's already one of the top 10 movies I've seen ever, and it's was pretty easily the measuring stick of what the elite was for 2025. So pretty great year for movies. I know we started the year off saying like this year kind of sucks, and then we got to like summer, and it was the go time from there. So yeah, that's usually what happens.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. This is I'll definitely, I don't know, Caleb, you mentioned it really well because I felt the same way with what you were saying earlier, where like, you're not the only one that said it. When the year started, it was kind of weird. Like, it felt like this was going to be a weird year, but I gave a lot of really high ratings this year. So, number 10 is a 4.5, and that is, as you were saying earlier, Jack, Black Phone 2. Black Phone 2 was amazing. Like, I was actually shocked by how much I liked that movie. Even though I knew the first one was really good, that one definitely blew me away. Number 9, Caleb, you mentioned it, Frankenstein. I did not expect to like. I thought it would be good. Like, I expected like a 3.5, and then it just blew my mind. 4.5, one of the better looking movies of the year. And if we had a category for costume design, it would have won. I think the costume and the makeup was just phenomenal. Number 8, Train Dreams. It was just incredible. That movie was so good. I was looking forward to watching it. Caleb then saw it, and I saw his rating, and he was like, "You need to see this movie." So I'm glad that I watched it because not only is it just super emotional, super heavy movie with a good story, it is visually stunning. I mean, it has some of the best still shots I've seen all year. The way that Clint Bentley, the director, the way he just sets the camera down in the room and just lets it exist with the characters is incredible. It doesn't feel like it's being recorded. It feels like you're just there with them. So that movie was just phenomenal from beginning to end. Number 7 is The Long Walk. That's probably the highest I've ever rated an actual, like, what I would consider a horror movie. I know, Tyler, you said you don't consider a horror movie, but like, yeah, I consider it more than Sinners. I think it's more of a horror movie to me than Sinners was. So The Long Walk is one of my highest reviewed horror movies ever. But yeah, that movie was incredible. Francis Lawrence did such a good job with the intensity. Like, Tyler, I was talking to you about this last night. There are so many scenes in that movie where you feel your heart like beating out of your chest. And there's one specific scene where they're going up a hill that is just like the most tense I think I've ever been in a movie theater. So that's number 7, which is a 4.5. Number 6, 4.5 as well, as Wake Up Dead Man. Easily one of the most deep and like emotional movies for me this year, as it directly connected to religion, which is something that I value very deeply. And I thought that Ryan Johnson, who is actually agnostic, did a really good job at approaching that concept without like coming off as rude or coming off as a jackass. I thought he did a really good job, and it touched home. And I thought that the mystery was really fun, and the cast blew me away. So number 5, Marty Supreme, 4.5. Very excited for this movie all year, and then it somehow managed to beat those expectations. I just watched a movie about a ping pong player and was intrigued for the entire runtime. So did not expect that, but I knew if Timothy Chalamet was in it, it was going to be great. And his advertising for this movie has been incredible. He's been everywhere, like literally everywhere. So, number 4, and this is my first 5-star. These next are all 5 stars. So, number 4 was Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Insane that I gave a Mission Impossible movie a 5-star. I never thought I would do that, considering it's kind of just action. You know, it's not necessarily the greatest acting ever, but this one's just too good. Like, the action is too much. The stunts are incredible. All of it is just the amount of fun I had. I couldn't look at this movie and not give it a 5-star. Like, it was,
And you got to watch the whole franchise
yeah, it
this
was
year.
leading
So
up
it
to it.
was
So
yeah.
it all just felt, I don't know, it just felt like the perfect ending to this franchise. And And like I said, I enjoyed it so much I couldn't not give it a five. So top three here. Number three is Superman. Superman is just truly one of the best superhero movies I've seen in a long time. It might be up there for my most watched this year. I watched this movie like five times. I only reviewed it three times because I got tired of reviewing it because I was just gonna say the same shit every single time. But yeah, this one, I remember looking over at Tyler several times the first time we saw it. We saw this movie in IMAX, which was my first movie I'd ever seen in IMAX. That definitely helped as well. But Tyler, the scene where he rises from the dust, I looked at you and we looked at each other, and there was a little bit of there was just a little bit of just awe and wonder. We were like two children, like just looking at each other, like, did you just see that? Like, I couldn't believe what
Yeah.
I just saw. So that's a movie that I will probably rewatch another 10 times in my life because I just need to keep seeing it. And James Gunn, you only jammed once and it wasn't here, so I won't talk about where you jammed. Peacemaker. Number two, Sinners. Incredible movie. Only saw it two times, I think, even though I definitely wanted to see it a third time. But it's so good. Everything about this movie is so good. Like Ryan Coogler, he might be a Michael B. Jordan merchant, but thank goodness he is because those two are a dynamic duo. Everything that they do together ends up being at bare minimum good. And this movie, kind of like you guys mentioned, it kind of just breaks the barriers in terms of all sorts of things. I mean, the musical aspect is one thing, but you talk about the genre blending of horror and western, the costume design, the story, all of it. It's awesome. It's so good. And then, like Jack said, Michael B. Jordan is just literally a superstar in this movie. So and then number one is F1. F1 is one of the most enjoyable movies I've seen in a theater, maybe ever. I mean, I'd put it in the conversation with like Endgame and Infinity War. I mean, the theater experience from that movie was just phenomenal. I've now seen it three or four times. I would watch it again just right now if someone had it on. Like, it's one of those movies that if it was on TV, I think I would end up standing there and watching the whole thing because I just want to. So, Brad Pitt, huge fan of him. I think he's one of the best actors ever, if not the best. And this is maybe my favorite movie of his. It's hard to argue, but yeah, that's where I'm at. F1 stole the show for me.
All right, my top 10. Number 10, I have The Amateur at a 4 star. Very much enjoyed that.
Mhm,
Number 9, one that you guys didn't say. I have The Fantastic Four at a 4 star.
mhm.
Movie was really good.
That was 11 for me.
Barely missed. All right. Number 8, you guys are gonna love this. We got Sinners at a 4.5. Number 7,
Reasonable.
we got Black Phone 2 at a 4.5 as well.
Yep.
Next, at number 6, we have Marty Supreme at a 4.5. Number 5, we have The Accountant 2 at a 4.5. 4, not the best of the franchise, but we have Mission Impossible Final Reckoning at a 4.5.
What was your favorite out of curiosity?
I will get back to you after I finish this list.
Yes, sir. I know it's number three, but that's okay.
Keep
You
going.
knew that?
Keep
You
going.
know? I don't even. Number 3, I have Avatar Fire and Ash at a 5 star. Movie was great. Each movie just keeps getting better and better somehow. Number 2, at a 5 star, we have F1. Gabe, you said it. Probably one of the best movie theater experiences I've ever had. And number 1, best movie of 2025, a movie that I knew was going to be great, but didn't think it was going to be that good. We have Superman at a 5 star.
Did you say Avatar? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I thought
did.
I was tripping for a second.
What did you think I said?
For some reason, I was like, did he say Avatar? I thought he gave it a 5 star.
Yes, I said Avatar. It's number 3.
Okay.
Hey, Jack.
Okay. So for me, starting off at number 10 at a 4 star, biggest prize of the year, Companion.
Mhm.
Very fun experience. Number 9 for me was the movie that I was very glad to come around on, and that is Superman. I have it at a 4 star. Great time. Number 8 for me is actually Wake Up Dead Man. I'm all in with Gabe on this one. That's a 4. That was a really great movie. Number 7 for me was, I don't know, did someone say this? Did someone say Thunderbolts?
No.
Well, it made
It's
my
like in the
top 10.
15 range.
It's seventh for me, also at a 4 star. Into my number 6 spot, Tyler was spitting. The Accountant 2, 4.5.
So good.
Getting me into my top 5, I know no, I'm pretty sure nobody said this either, but How to Train Your Dragon, I gave it a 4.5 on the watch. It's hard to miss when the original is a 5 star. So
Mm-hmm.
And then into the top four for me, I have the Black Phone 2 at number four, at a 4.5. That definitely was not as high as I was, or that was definitely higher than I was expecting it to be, but I'm glad it is where it is. And into my top three, I have Sinners at a 4.5, which was just phenomenal. Into my top two are the only 5 stars I have because, once again, Gabe and Tyler were spitting. Actually, Tyler missed this one, so Gabe was spitting. Uh, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, 5 stars. You didn't totally miss, but
No, I lied, by the way. It is the best in the franchise.
oh, never mind. You hit. You're
Yeah.
good. When you said it's not the best in the franchise, I was like, okay,
Well, I thought I had something else higher. I don't know why, but yeah.
okay. Well, anyway, it's at my number two, 5 star. It was phenomenal. And then at number one, I'd just be lying to myself if I didn't say F1. So
Mm-hmm.
that would, that's my number one. It's insane.
By the way, a little side thing here about Mission Impossible. Did you know that Christopher McQuarrie did 5, 6, 7, and 8?
I did.
That is insane.
Yeah, he when they
Let this
started
guy
getting
cook.
good, it's the same guy.
Let that man cook.
Except for Brad Bird made the fourth one, which was really good.
I'm not saying the others
But
aren't
that's when
good,
it
but
starts to get that feel.
the fact that he did,
Whoever
hmm
made three cooked.
the fact that he did three's good.
Well, they had the one, and one started out solid, and then two was horrible. And then they brought in the
It
guy for
was,
three, and he cooked. And then they brought a new guy for four, and he cooked.
yeah,
And then they just gave Christopher McQuarrie for the rest, and just
yeah,
said, "Here, it's yours now. Have fun."
pretty much, yeah. Yeah, no, 2 is probably the worst action movie I've seen in a long time.
It's so bad.
It's
They
terrible.
tried to experiment, and
It's
it
so
does
bad.
not work.
It's so bad. Okay, well,
I
yeah,
have one
Kel,
thing.
yes.
I kept track of all the movies us four watched and reviewed on the podcast. If you want me to
Mhm.
go through that list from top to bottom, just sit running through it.
Sure.
Just like our aggregate rankings
All right,
of it, or
yes,
what?
for movies we watched this year that we recorded on the podcast, there's 22 of them. I'll just run through them.
Okay.
So 22, we have The Monkey coming out of 3.5 out of 20, I suppose, is the scale. Wolfman, we have a 6. That's number 21. Number 20, we have Heart Eyes with a 6.5. Number 19, we have Until Dawn with a 7. Number 18, we have a Minecraft movie with a 7.5. Number 17, we have Jurassic World Rebirth with an 8.5. Number 16,
Goodbye.
we have The Running Man with an 11. At number 15, we have Presence with an 11.5. Number 14, we have Bring Her Back with a 12. I think we all get it at threes. Uh,
Yeah,
Mickey 17 is number 13, and that got a 12.5. At number 12, we have Weapons with a 12.5. Number 11, we have Novocaine with a 13. Into the top 10, we have Captain America Brave New World with a 13.5.
Kind of forgot about that movie.
Number 9, we have Knives Out Wake Up Dead Man with a 15. Number 8, we have Thunderbolts also with a 15. Number 7, we have Companion with a 15.5. Number 6, we have The Amateur with a 16. Number 5, we have How to Train Your Dragon, the live action with a 16.5. Number 4, we have Frankenstein with a 16.5. Number 3 is Superman with a 17. Number 2, we have Sinners with a 19. And number 1 movie on the podcast this year was F1 with a 19.5.
Wonder why.
Gosh, it's a
you're
good
awful,
score though,
Murray.
right?
Not good enough.
Wouldn't that have been the first on the pod? Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
Yes. It's the highest we've done on the pod for sure, and it's the
Buddy,
highest.
we're not getting another movie like that.
Is Superman only at a 17 because Jack's initial rating was a 3?
Yes. Those are all
Who's the
on
real
initial,
villain?
those are all on initial ratings.
Don't you have like a 4 on it right now?
Yeah, so it's not like it would have been a
I
perfect
mean,
rating or anything.
mine would have went up a half star too. So Jack's up to a 4. It would have went up another 1.5. It would be an 18.5. And I think Gabe, you gave it a 4.5 on watch too. I think you're at a 5 now.
I did. So it'd be
I
up
think it
two
would have gone
whole.
up to a 2.
Hell,
It
I
would
can
have
go
been at
four,
19.5.
5.5. I mean, I can keep going.
Stop talking.
So would that have jumped it to second?
It would have been a
It would have been
19.
tied with Superman or Sinners.
Okay. So
Although I think Jack actually
Sinners
dropped.
is better.
Did you give it a 5, Jack, on first watch?
I think I did. I think I dropped Sinners
So I
by
yeah.
guess
half.
Superman would be 2 probably.
So it would have ended up with Superman at 2. That's crazy.
Oops.
All
You know
right.
what?
Well,
That just says something about Superman, though, that it just infects your mind.
expected.
Gives you
It just
hope.
brings joy to your life and gives you hope. And so it just kept going. It just keeps getting better.
Superman almost got my score because the score is actually unbelievably good for that movie too.
It is. It is incredible. Yeah.
The only reason I didn't consider it is because I excluded movies that were like redone, like Jurassic World. I'm not going to give them the score for
Oh,
them using
yeah.
John Williams
Well, they
score.
almost they like barely used it,
I mean, they used John Williams score. They just like they like made it
made it
modern,
bad.
which was, oh, you're talking about Jurassic World. That they didn't use enough. I thought you're talking, since we're talking about John Williams, he did Superman also. So it confused me.
Clearly, I don't remember much of Jurassic because I remember being annoyed because I thought that they used it too much. I thought I was like
I
frustrated.
wanted it more.
Well, yeah, because we said you would have wanted it playing for the entire runtime if you had a choice.
I
Yes.
think they used it, but like they didn't use it.
They didn't use it
Like,
well.
yeah, they didn't use it well, and they used a variation that was
It
not
was
good.
definitely a different version of it, but
Yeah, I just excluded movies that like How to Train Your Dragon. Like if we were talking about the original How to Train Your Dragon, it'd be the best score of the year in my opinion. But
it's
they
definitely up
just
there.
are reusing the same songs with a little difference, so
Yeah.
not counting it.
Yep. All right. Well, as always, thank you guys for listening. We really enjoyed everything that we got to make this year. 2025 was a fun year for films, and it's also been a really fun year for this podcast. We've been able to make all sorts of different content and do all sorts of different videos. Hopefully, 2026, we see some more actual growth as we try to post more and do different stuff to start getting more listeners. But thank you guys for listening. Please let us know in the comments what some of your favorites, least favorites, all that good stuff were of 2025. And here's to 2026. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you guys next time.